I want to show you something else that is ridiculous. Ridiculous. But because you're into thought and ego, you think that is real. ABC 7, New York. A fashion movement is sweeping social media, and it is all about trading sweatpants for sweaters. Young men across the country are opting for quarter zip and are posting about leveling up their lives on social media. Watch this from ABC 7, New York.
To some, it is just a sweater, but to others, the quarter zip pullover is a movement, thanks to Jason Jemphy of the Bronx.
And another thing, I'm a quarter zip dude now.
Jason graduated from Allegheny College with a degree in computer science, and when he started interviewing for jobs, he knew it was time to upgrade his look.
When you look good, you feel good, you do good.
He posted about his job-seeking attire to his already strong following of thousands, and suddenly the quarter zip was a thing.
Life like this sure is sweet, huh?
People are stopping Jason on the street.
We can't go anywhere anymore. Like, we stepped outside. There was a kid with his dad, stopped us mid-video. We was shooting content, stopped us mid-video to say, oh, that's the quarter zip guy, that's the quarter zip guy.
It's true, Jason and his look are everywhere.
I like that you guys look right.
And it isn't just young men who are ditching the Nike tech and hoodies. So are teens and tweens like my 12-year-old.
Okay.
The other day he said, hey, Mom, can you get me a quarter zip? I had no idea what he was talking about. And now I know. And guess what came yesterday?
A quarter zip?
A quarter zip. You are up in my 12-year-old's game.
Hey, tell me.
I really appreciate it. So a personal thanks from this mom.
The movement is elevation at the end of the day, making sure that when you leave your house, you're like the best version of yourself, point blank, period.
And really, Jason says, it's not about the clothes.
The man makes the clothes, clothes doesn't make the man. Just gotta say that.
Words to live by.
Amazing, huh? It sounds so nice, doesn't it? It's the dumbest thing I ever seen. It is the dumbest thing. A clothes does not make the person. Underneath those clothes, you're still lonely. You're still miserable. You still blame the white man. You're still suicidal. You're still afraid. You still worry. You're still into thoughts. And all you have to do is have on a new pair of clothes to feel good. Eventually that feeling will die. And now you're going to need some other new clothes. What a sad way to live, huh? That ain't going to solve one problem. And the guy that's promoted it, it made him feel good for a minute. But when that thrill is gone, and it will be, he's going to be right back in his misery. It ain't about the clothes. It's about the darkness of the imagination. It's about the illusion of who you think that you are. And I got this is sad. Everybody running for it. These black guys putting on a sweater, but underneath they're still lost. They still blame white people. They still blame the situation. They're still victims. And I got proof. It ain't about the clothes. Because when you change the inner nature, the outer nature will change. You got to change the inner nature for the outer nature to operate right. You can't change the outer nature and think that it's going to help the inner nature. It's just give you a false thrill. That's all it is. You feel good in a sweater. And then people brag that you have on a sweater. Now you feel good. That's going to die down. Or when you're alone with those sweaters, you cry at night. A closet full of sweaters. And then you cry at night. Change the inner man. Change the inner woman. And you can have a sweater in the closet and feel fine, or not have a sweater in the closet and feel just fine. It ain't about the clothes. It's about the inner nature, overcoming evil. 888-77-JESSE. Back in a quick moment, your phone calls and your super chats. So I want to show you how dumb this idea that the clothes is making the change. It's just a feel good and a new outfit. That's all it is. And that's going to pass. All thoughts, listen, folks, all thoughts, all lies, all the time. There's no such thing as a true thought. There is no such thing as a true thought. All thoughts. So I'm telling this loud so that you remember when you fall into feelings that you're into a thought and you've been lied to. And that is inside of you is your thought, not somebody else's thought, but your thought. Let it pass. Thoughts are supposed to just Pass along. But what happens when you're unconscious, they come and then they fall into emotions. And that's where you lose it. Emotions of so-called love, emotion of so-called hate, emotion of so-called resentment, anxiety, stress. But if you just let thoughts flow through, it won't be affected at all. I want to show you how this is just another game being played upon the blacks. And then any other white or anyone else is falling for it. And this Brandon Johnson guy, the mayor of Chicago, is wicked to the core. And he knows that it doesn't work either, but he's using it for personal gain. This is from Grok. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson gave a speech on December 7th, quarter zip link up event in Bronxville, my bad. Now, they done had an event, and this no good mayor is speaking at it. And guess who he's lying to these people, lying to them. A gathering of over 200 young black Chicagoans celebrated a viral fashion trend. It's just a trend. And they come and they go. You should see my producer, Derek. And that he had on these big old pants that used to be around 100 years ago. The trend is coming back. It's just a trend. And it makes you feel good and it makes you feel bad. But this stupid mayor, blind mayor, is speaking at this zip up link event. Isn't that amazing? Quarter zip link up to a bunch of black people. Black people, won't you start thinking for yourselves? What's wrong with being an individual? Men and women. But what's wrong with being an individual? Why are you afraid to be an individual? They have parents now looking to the government to tell them how to raise their children. Looking to some expert to tell them how to raise their own children. They want to pass internet laws for children because the parents are not paying attention. You want the government to pass a law to keep your child from watching something on video. That's your responsibility. But anyway, so this stupid mayor is speaking at a quarter zip up link event. And for black Chicagoans, Johnson framed the event as a transformation force. That's a lie. This ain't transformation to anybody. It's not transformative and it's not transforming. Underneath those zip up link, those people are still miserable. They still blame white people. They still think that they're a victim. They still believe that slavery is having an impact on their lives. They still think this and that, and they're wrong, but they're thinking it. And the sweater ain't going to change that. But this mayor speaking at this event, stating that those who held the power before feel intimidated by the level of power due to their guilt and shame. He didn't say white people, but I guarantee he's talking about white people. He's saying that white people feel intimidated by these black people putting on quarter zip up link sweaters. This mayor is telling the folks that these white, he didn't say white, but they feel guilty. They feel intimidated that black people putting on zip up sweaters. Can you believe that? And white people are like, what y'all? But anyway, I want to play this so I can get to your calls. The mayor stated that those who held the power before feel intimidated by those level of power. Put it on a sweater is not power. I don't care if you can zip it up all over your head. It's not power. It's just a zip up sweater. There ain't no power in that. Zero power. But if you think it's power, you believe it a lie. But anyway, those who held the power before feel intimidated by level of power due to their guilt and shame, interpreted by critics as a veiled reference to white historical dominance. Watch this from X.
We are the transformation that this city is looking for, but make no mistake about it, there are those who are intimidated by this level of power, right? Because in some instances, those who held the power before are living in their own guilt and shame. And so they are intimidated by this sight. But we have to demonstrate to the rest of the world what it means not just to come together for our people, but how our liberation benefits all.
That's sad. That's Satan speaking to those folks. That ain't no power. And white people don't care how many sweaters you put on and how high they zip up or how low they zip. That so-called mayor is lying to you. While on the south side, they're still killing one another. They're still robbing. They're still raping. They're still lonely. They're still sad. They're still depressed. They're still suicidal. It ain't changing one black person's heart. Zero. And white people are not intimidated by you putting on they probably want you to put on a sweater because you look so stupid with baggy pants. Tony out of California. Tony, you are on the air.
Good morning, Jesse. How are you?
Hey, Tony.
Well, it's amazing, my friend, how you just tell people, about the young people changing the way they dress.
What do you mean?
To be able to, you just saying about the zip-up sweaters.
Right.
Now, at one time point, you were talking about black people, male figures wearing saggy pants. And you were talking about how stupid that looked. Now you're saying that the zip-up ain't going to make no changes in a young man's development.
Are you saying that it
You're
will?
saying, of course it will.
How would it change them?
How?
Uh-huh.
By their appearance. By their appearance.
How would it change the person?
By their appearance.
How will it change the... How
it will
putting
make
on
them-
a sweater... How will putting on a
wait a minute.
sweater change the person?
Not just the sweater, Jesse. It's also they wearing neckties and bow ties with the sweater.
And how will that change the person?
That would give them a better professional feeling of being better and being accepted. Because as you said, this is the white man's country, white man's world.
Tony,
So we got.
how will it change putting on a sweater, a zip-up sweater, and a bow tie and a shirt? How will that change the person?
That would, for one thing, it would not allow the white woman or white man be afraid of them, because they when they look at a black man, the first thing coming to mind is that's a thug, as you always say. But by them,
Tony, you're not telling me how it's going to change. I'm listening, but you're not telling me. You still talking about the white man. Why don't you forget about the white man and live your own life, Tony?
I can't.
Why not?
Why not? That's because this is the white man's world. You said.
And so why can't
said this?
And since the white man let you in his world, why can't you just be grateful and go and live your... Tony, hold on. Tony.
Okay, go ahead, Jesse. I'm listening. Go ahead, Jesse.
You're not listening. Since the white man let you into his world, and you're grateful that he let you in his world, right?
Go ahead, Jesse. I'm listening.
Are you grateful that the white man allow you into his world?
He didn't allow me. God allowed me into this world. So go ahead, Jesse.
So are you grateful that God allowed you into the white man's world?
No, God put me in the place He want me to be, Jesse.
Are you
this
grateful?
This is not the white man's world.
You said it
this
was.
This is your white man's world. You said it was, not me. I'm repeating with the words you use, not me.
And so,
this
Tony,
is not God. This is not the white man's world. This is God's world.
Who founded this country? White people or black people?
God.
Tony, who
was
found?
Here first? Who was here?
Tony,
was
calm
here
down.
first?
Calm down.
The black man.
Tony, calm down. I'm gonna let you go if you talk over me.
No, come on. I'm talking to you.
Calm down.
You asked the question. I'm answering it.
Calm down.
Stop. Go ahead, Justin. The black man was here first.
Tony, who founded this country? White man or the black man?
The black man did.
What black man founded America?
They took it out the history book, bro.
Tony,
they took it out the history book.
Which black man founded America?
The ones that was here, the white man they called Christopher Columbus, that landed here, but the black man was here before he was here.
Tell me, which black man was here before the white man?
I'm telling you, just I just told you.
You're not telling me who.
If they had left the names in the books, we would know.
So you said
the white man erased the same thing, just the same thing that Trump doing today. Erasing black history.
Tony, you're saying that the black man founded America, right? But they took it out of the history book. If they took it out of the history book, how do you know about it then?
Because it was in the books, bro. It was in the books. And they took it out.
Tony, how do you know it was in the book?
Because I just told you, Jesse.
How you know it was in the book?
Let's go back to the original.
Tony, I'm gonna ask you one more time. How do you know it was?
You ready to run?
How do you know it was in the book? How do you know it was in the book if it's not in the book?
Because It was in the encyclopedia.
How do you
and
know
now
that?
The encyclopedias don't develop.
How do you know that?
I read it.
You
I
read it? And
Jesse.
what encyclopedia did you read that in?
Let's pick the Black History Encyclopedia, bro.
Where?
That's what, bro.
Where is it?
The Smithsonian.
Smithsonian?
The Smithsonian.
Who is Smithsonian?
Yeah. Institution. That's in Washington, D.C.
A mental institution?
That's
You
right.
gotta
Now, you
believe
won't
Smithsonian
Don't
in
be
a
stupid,
mental
Jesse.
institution?
Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid, Jesse.
Tony.
Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real.
Tony.
Let's keep it real, Jesse.
Bye, Tony.
Don't.
Nice. He said that it's in the history book, but they took it out. How you know it's in the history book if they took it out? Grok said no black man did not discover nor find America. Amazing, huh? Just think about this, folks. I really want you to think. Black people, and this is Black Excellence, they are telling you black men putting on a zip-up sweater is intimidating white people. Everything is about the white man. Why don't you forget about the white man and live your own life? Everything ain't about the white man. 888-775, what a sad way to live. And that stupid mayor is still deceiving those guys. And nothing gonna change from within with a sweater. Ain't nothing wrong with putting on a sweater, but don't think it's gonna change you.